mean, Sam, he's in an interesting position because he gets a lot of hate too, and of course, the one thing that everyone talks about is his use of anabolics.
Right.
Of course, he's never talked about what is that he uses. I cannot say who he is, but I do know somebody who says that he's on about 2.5 grams a week, which is a lot of people underestimate the power of it. I mean,
Yeah.
when it comes to the hate, though, is it fair to judge Sam with the current position that he's in when a lot of the pros now started juice in their early 20s to be able to get to that size? And what he's talking about is that he wants to be an open IFBB pro.
Yeah, yeah. So you kind of said it perfect. Is it fair that people are like scrutinizing him for it and holding him accountable to a different level? I think it's not fair because you go back and look at any of the greats, and I could just think off the top of my head, Arnold Schwarzenegger is one everybody knows. Frank Zane, they called him the Kidness for a reason because the
Yeah.
man was able to balance the right amount of hormones to make his physique the way it was. And Ronnie Coleman finally was open about it on a podcast. Jay Cutler
Yep.
was open about it. But all of these guys started at the early ages, and they're going to scrutinize this guy because he's what it is we can really break this down to say what it is. They're in fear of this man and the effect he's having on social media and the audience he's taken over his channel. I mean, people like Greg Doucette, who I greatly love and respect his channel, always have, but he's kind of like, how do I say this? He's kind of like
He's been dogging on him.
dogging like bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just throwing hate on him, like he's going to be dead in 5 years. Like, well, he's not running any more gear than the pros. Like, so why are you not calling out all the pros because of his age? And that's besides the point. There's no doubt in my mind that Sam is killing it because of his training, his mindset, his ability to block out all the negativity.
Oh yeah.
And Craig kind of but there's a lot of content creators that are kind of hating on him. But like you said, is it fair? No, because they're holding him to a higher standard than what they hold themselves to. It's not fair to him. But
Yeah.
I love the fact that he's not letting it change him, and he's still just doing his own thing. And he's compete. I think he'll be competing soon. I'd give it another 2 years. I think he'll be competing.
I'm gonna do a bold prediction. He will be a Mr. Olympia.
That's bold, but I think his genetics are very well. I think he's got a good balance.
Yeah.
If he can really come in, I think the only thing he would be struggling with would be maybe his hammies area. But if he has plenty of time to develop those. He's only 21 years old. People don't understand how much this kid still has to go. Like he hasn't even fully developed yet. Wait till he
No.
gets to the next level. He's going to be monstrous.
Well, I mean, the workout just dropped today with him, with us, Samson Dowda. The both of them were trained together with Flawed, and Samson Dowda is going to be on the IFBB Open stage, and you can see that Sam's inserts are almost the exact same as Samson Dowda's, which is just mind-boggling.
Yeah, and I
And then,
mean,
go ahead.
I could say the age difference. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
look at the age differences and how many more years that Sam has to go to train, and just wait till he gets to that point. Like he's going to be just people don't really understand a year worth of training the way that these guys train plus the gear they take. It is astronomically changing.
Well, he's getting a lot of comparisons to Rich Piana, and Piana was kind of the OG who came out publicly with his steroid use, his anabolic use. Is that a fair comparison? And is this kind of a different way of paying homage to the legend?
Yeah, so Rich was one of a kind, brother. He was one of a kind, and me and you talk a lot about him because he changed the industry. Like you said, he came out, he spoke on the supplement industries, how they just rob us of money, they're just lying to us about it stuff. And I know a lot of people have a two-sided feeling about Rich Piana because of what he did, because he started his own supplement company and then started his own stuff. But I felt like his heart was in the right place. But I really do feel like Sam does have a little bit of that Rich Piana-ness to him. Like, and he's much less. What's the best word to use here?
Brash.
Yeah, he's just not as erratical as
Sure.
Rich Piana was. Rich Piana was very forward. He was F this, F that, and Sam's like, look, man, just do what you can and get it done and see where you go from there. Like he's more open-minded to everything. But no, I really do think that Sam's on a fast track to be easily could be compared to Rich Piana now.
Oh yeah. Well, and the kind of interesting similarities is that Rich Piana did Bigger by the Day back in 2016, and that was like he was videoing what he did every single day, from his meals to his training to what he was doing in his off time with vacuums and stuff like this. And then he also did the Resurrection series, which was about him trying to slim down. to 240. He ultimately did not get there, but now Sam has done this spring bulk series, and now he's doing this fall cut. So it's like it's a very similar video
Yeah.
style from what we saw from Big Rich.
And I believe that Sam knows what he's doing, because how many times do you see video content that says spring bulk or fall cut? Most people cut in the spring, bulk in the fall. So
Yeah.
he went backwards there, and that was a way for the algorithm to grab him again. And see, so Sam is much more intelligent, and just by his grammar, vocabulary, and his demeanor, you can tell he's very intelligent and very intellectual about what he talks, because he uses different words instead of using the normal bro talk. And he articulates himself very well, and I like that about him. But yeah, I think the whole series thing that Rich did, I think that kind of might have been the blueprints of what Sam is doing right now, and I love it, because think about it. Back in 2016, content was so much easier to absorb and understand than what it is nowadays, because most people have sponsors in their videos. They have stupid amount of cuts and clips and music in the background. It's all about how cool can I make this cut, instead of just raw footage of me watching you do something that you enjoy doing, and I can get some kind of information out of it.
Well, and I don't want to stay on Sam for too much longer, but a lot of people criticize his diet. At the end of the day, he's following very strict macros, and people underestimate his intelligence. He's about to be graduating with a degree in mechanical engineering. Like, that is a smart individual to be doing something like that.
Yeah, go get that degree. I mean, that's an easily high-paying job. That's a high-needed job, I believe. So Sam getting his degree in that just shows you where his mind's at. But yeah, like you said, I love that he's kind of following this "it fits your macro" thing, and he's just telling people, like, look, I'm still gonna have this and this on certain days. It's gonna fall within my macros. He's like, as long as I get my 250 grams of protein, I'm where I need to be.